Yeah, so in that fight, you were up against who I thought was the most dangerous fighter in the house. Can you tell me, walking into that fight, how were you feeling?
Yeah, so actually, I think many people know this already, but like heading to the fight, I was on antibiotics and I had an infection and I wasn't feeling that well, to be honest with you, you know. I was feeling a bit off and I knew that. So I was like, I need to like, adjust. I knew the guy was good wrestler, good grappler, and very dangerous, you know. I think he was the most dangerous guy there. And I was like, if he takes me down in the first round, I'm just gonna keep standing up and make him work. I had loads of time, like and positions to defend things and do things. But if you look, like I didn't do much because like I was like, just wait a second. I know what's gonna happen later, and I knew like I was heading to the fight. You know, not 100%. You never 100%, but like I was taking for 5 days, 5 antibiotics a day, and like it's not good for you. But like I still finished the first big guy. So
Yeah, now walking in there 100%. I think that shows why you had such a rough first round. You did get taken down a few times, but then in the second round, you did a lot better. You were able to keep the fight standing. You landed some beautiful combinations and a beautiful knee. You didn't get taken down once, right?
no, so what happened is second round he came at me. I feinted a jab and landed a knee on his head, and then he shot on my legs because I felt he was wobbling. He was all over the place, and then I started elbowing him, and I felt like he wasn't there anymore. You know, but like I think he's so good at wrestling and grappling. He still does the thing even when he's like basically fucked. You know. Then he got me on a knee bar, and it was very tight. But in my head, I was like, "You better break my leg because I'm not tapping to you."
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that you can see on his eyes that he wasn't completely there, but his muscle memory just made him go for that leg. And if he wasn't completely there, maybe that why he wasn't cranking on the leg.
He's got it. Why is he not cranking it?
He was. Believe me. No, no. Believe me. He was. I felt my knee is gonna explode. Oh, like I'm not even joking, man. I felt it like it's gonna like my leg is gonna rip off. Like I couldn't walk for 3 days. People don't know that I couldn't walk for 3 days. Yeah, but obviously in the house, I'm not gonna show anyone anything. But I told you, he has to break my leg to take it. Because in my mind, I knew I'm gonna choke him. This guy probably is gonna take me down, and I'm fine with it. But I'm gonna submit this guy. I knew I was gonna submit this guy. See, I wasn't looking to strike that much because like I knew he was like he's panic shooting. You know, I was like I'm gonna land the knee, the head. You know, the knee to the head is money. You know, he always shoots to the that side, to the right side. So I always knew it. So I was like, now I know how you shoot. You know, and he was comfortable. He was like, this guy is just boxing with me. And then I threw that knee, and yeah, he wasn't the same anymore. I was happy to beat him in his own game. You know, it's much better for me because I beat the guy that was the top grappler wrestler there, and I choked him out. And I knew one thing: if you're gonna choke that guy out, he's not gonna tap. You better put him to sleep. I knew that. These guys don't tap. You know, I know. Like, you have to put them to sleep. And when I had that choke, I was like, I'm gonna take him home. He's not gonna go anywhere. So yeah.
And you were the first guy to have Robert Valentine in your corner. Can you tell me a little bit what that was like?
So me and Robert, we got along, me and him. We actually trained loads together. Like, we did loads of stuff before his fight and before my fight. We did loads of things, and then in the fight day, I was like, "Hey, you wanna jump in? Let's go!" Like, like I feel like we understand each other. We a little bit clicked together. We know like, this is the plan. Listen, one, two, three. So I was like, "You wanna jump in?" He wasn't doing anything, so
So you are from Finland, but you're training in Dublin. Could you tell me a little bit why did you go there? Why not America or why not All Star Sweden?
So I actually first time when I was 17, I went to All Stars. I trained for 2 weeks, and then I went to Team Cowboy in Liverpool, and I trained there for a couple of weeks. And like 18, 19, I met my strength and condition coach, Levi Earl. He's like English guy. Then I was like, listen, I'm beating everyone in the amateur scene in Finland. He was like, if you think you are that tough, go to Ireland to spar. And I was like, let's do it. Like, but it was all talk. And then 2 weeks later, he knows the strength and condition in Dublin. So he connects me with it, and then I'm going out there. So I flew there. I stayed for 2 weeks, and then I come to a place. It's called Team KF now, and I was like, oh, this is small place, like. And then I see the head coach Chris Fields, and I'm like, okay. And I trained there. James Webb is there. Loads of guys, and I moved like there like 3 years ago. And like I love the coaching. He loves teaching. He loves to be the best. And I think that's good because like I always want to be the best, and my coach want to be the best. So that's perfect mix.
Yeah, listen, you're only 23 years old, but you looked amazing in there. You looked experienced, even though you're so young.
Thank you.
You have some great striking, great grappling. You took out their top competitor like it was nothing. I'm sure you're going to do great in the competition, and I'm sure you're going to make it to the UFC. Even if you don't win this competition, I'm sure you're going to make it to the UFC anyways, and I'm so excited to see your future.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. You know, I always said this. I'm 23 years old. Like, I'm fighting these guys, you know, like, I want to fight the best. I always want to fight the best. You know, when I was a Cage Warriors, I was over screaming for the title. I always wanted everything because I know my skills. I know what I can do, you know. You know, as you said, and I was the youngest in the season. I was the youngest in the season. I was welterweight in the season, you know.
Yeah, you did not look like a welterweight though, bro.
No, I'm, I think I'm the biggest welterweight in the planet.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's been great talking to you. I wish you all the best of luck in your future career, and I hope we can talk some other time.
Thank you, bro. And to you, that was so funny that night when I found you. I went to comment on it. I was laughing so hard, man, in the YouTube. But yeah, good job, man, and keep doing what you're doing. Thank you very much.
And even though I didn't pick you to win that fight, I still supported you. I still was saying, I hope for you to win.
My man. Good job.
Listen, we're going to have to wrap this up. We're going to talk some other time. Have a great
Yeah,
night.
see you, man. Have a
Bye.
good day. Bye. Bye.